to celebrate St. Paddy's Day, I watched these two so I could do a double review just for you. They are Leprechaun's Game and Leprechaun's Curse. Now I can't decide which one is actually worse. Here's my review of both just for you. I watched them so maybe you don't have to. Oh my goodness. Let's go. So as you can see, I wanted to watch something related to St. Patrick's Day this week and post a review for you guys. And I picked these two movies. So last year, if you watch the channel or go back and see, I watched the classic horror movie Leprechaun, starring Warwick Davis. And I almost decided that I was going to watch part 2 of that series, but I thought I'd try something different. And man, did I make the wrong choice. These movies right here are so bad, I feel like a little lightheaded after watching them. I'm feeling woozy, yeah. I'm not even sure if you could go as far as to say that they're so bad that they're good. Maybe if I wasn't sober during these movies, they would have been better. Maybe if I drank a few beers. Well, who the hell am I kidding? It would have to have been some very hard stuff to make these two movies good. So I bought both of these movies at Walmart last year. Pretty cheap price considering this one comes with a slip. This one didn't. But you can check these two movies out on Tubi. They're both on there right now, and that's what I suggest. Don't waste your money buying the DVDs. So also, speaking of Tubi, check out the live streams we do on most Sunday nights. We watch a lot of horror movies on Tubi and sit there and have a lot of fun bullshitting about them. But either way, so I'm going to start out by saying this. What the hell is up with this creative decision they made to make this leprechaun right here? Look at this cover. That's horrendous. So come here, take a look at this guy. Look right here. And look right here. It's like Billy the puppet.
Hello. Are you watching me on YouTube?
You know, the puppet from the Saw movies? Yeah, Billy. It's like he fucked Art the Clown. Yeah, fucked Art the Clown, and out came this thing right here. Look at that thing. So look, I totally understand that they didn't want to go out and just make a copy of the classic look from the Leprechaun series, you know, the classic series of films that we all have come to love. But this guy here, look right there. He's like over 5 feet tall, and he's got like the worst costume ever.
He was a man. He had a beard.
They don't even try to hide him. He's right out there. Not only is he on the cover, they don't hide him in the dark at all. They don't surprise you at the end with him. They hit you right in the face with his look.
What's going on?
Give me gold. Say what?
That look right there, right out of the gate. Wow. And you see there, his hair is red there. Look, it's not there, it's gold. And it's gold in the first one. I don't know what the hell's up with that. They used like a terrible blonde wig in these movies. I think I could have went to Spirit Halloween and I could have made a more menacing costume for a leprechaun than they did for this movie right here. So I Googled the description of a leprechaun, and here's what I found, because they should have at least used some of the classic lore. It says in Irish folklore, leprechauns are mischievous fantasy creatures similar to fairies, pixies, sprites, and other tricksters. They're darker than those fairy counterparts, though, and they have a tendency to drink excessively. Man, maybe I should have done that. They hide out in dark places. He should have done that. And they play cruel pranks that sometimes can turn violent. Yeah, this right here is the polar opposite of what I just described. He doesn't do pranks at all. He isn't funny. He wants his gold, and when he finds you, he kills you. There's no fun chases. There's no tricks. Just lame kills once he finds you. So let's talk about this first film, Leprechaun's Game. It's about some guy who hires a team of misfits to steal this leprechaun's gold. Once they steal it, they obviously split up. They talk about how they're going to get their money, how they're going to sell the gold, what they're going to do with it. And of course, the leprechaun comes after them and kills each one by one. Now, most of those kills are tremendously lame in this first movie. He blows some kind of green cloud magic mist on the victims, and each time it has like this different magical effect. Who is he, the Great Muta? So one time he even used like the leprechaun force to control someone before he did the mist trick. What the hell is that? I have no clue. So, you know, the worst part about this, when it ends, it's good, but it ends on a cliffhanger, so you knew what was coming. Yeah, right? Leprechaun's Curse. The sequel. Like, we all needed it. So I will say, though, that the second film is slightly better than the first. How is that, you might ask? Well, the production value seems a little bit better. I'll give them that. Maybe, though, most of it, it's because most of it happens during the day. So it looks better. The acting is slightly better. I will say the chicks are hotter in this one. But guess what? There's no nudity in either one of the movies.
No titties! No titties!
What the hell were they thinking? That's what makes these horror movies fun to watch. The kills and the babes. Either way, in this one, the leprechaun does talk a little more. I guess that's a plus. When you can actually understand him, they use some terrible effect to alter the actor's voice. So when he does try to say a few puns, you can barely understand him. This movie here is about a character who survived the first one, and he ends up with some of the gold that was left over from the first film. So spoiler alert, the leprechaun finds him right at the beginning of the movie. And guess what? He finds his gold right there with him at the beginning of the movie. Movie over, right? No, you're not that lucky. The leprechaun then leaves with his gold all spread out all over the floor. So when someone takes over the house, they randomly find the gold pieces scattered throughout the house. He gets pissed and comes after each one. What a little fucker. You left the gold right there. You set him up. What an asshole. So at this point, the movie turns into like your typical slasher film after that opening. Instead of just using his spells like the mist I told you about, the leprechaun uses like knives and hatchets on people. This one actually has one decent kill, though, where I'll say that it involves an eyeball. Nothing great, but at least it's decent. So the leprechaun himself, though, looks worse than this one to me. The hair in this time, it's not like in this photo. It doesn't cover up his face most of the time. You can see his ears, his neck. You can even see the sides of his face where the mask attaches. There was no effort at all put into this thing. I'll go ahead and tell you this. This one also had an open ending. Please, for the love of God, do not make another Leprechaun movie in this series. So I took one for the team here, and I watched both of these movies for you, so you didn't have to. Yeah, I feel like somebody did beat me over the head with a baseball bat. So what rating do I give Leprechaun's Game, Leprechaun's Curse? Well, it's the same thing, so I'll just tell you all at once. It can be nothing but hot effing garbage. So have you seen either one of these, Leprechaun's Game or Leprechaun's Curse? If you have, what'd you think? And if you haven't, don't, unless you got lots of alcohol to consume. So yeah, hey, give me a credit for at least watching these things and telling you guys about it. I'm all for B-movie, cheesy horror movies, but these are really bad. Like I said, if it had some cool babes, and it didn't, and it had some cool kills, and it didn't, then I could have suffered through them. But skip these things and go watch some of the classic Leprechaun movies. Any of them. Even the one in space is better than this one. Or this one. So, like, comment, subscribe, share. Give me credit for at least trying. And like I said, this will be a PSA of what not to watch during St. Patrick's Day. So I appreciate you guys. Hit the notification bell if you are a subscriber and you haven't done that already. It'll let you know when I post new videos. Or I put those live streams where we watch movies better than these things on Tubi. Usually that's on Sunday nights. So I appreciate you watching the video, and until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, signing out, saying you guys be safe out there.